welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie, and today I'm going to be filming a Q&A video all about medical assisting. I asked you guys on my Instagram story as well as the community tab here on YouTube, so if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely do that, and then also turn on your post notifications so you see when I post polls and questions and everything like that on my YouTube page or channel, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I get plenty of questions on my medical assistant related YouTube videos as well as like DMs on Instagram, so I was like, you know what, let's just do a whole dedicated video to medical assisting questions. So let's just get started. These questions are in no particular order, so they're gonna kind of be going out of order, but I just kind of wrote them down as they came in, so sorry about that, but I was not about to write them out, but I probably should have, but I didn't, so sorry. So number one is, did I have a hard time finding a job after work? And that answer is absolutely not. Medical assistants are so needed right now that everywhere is hiring. If you do a good job at the clinical site you are at, you will probably be hired on before you even graduate school. Number two is, was I afraid of taking blood? Absolutely not. I loved drawing blood. I did not love getting my blood drawn on by students that were really nervous. It was really intimidating because then I was like, oh my god, they're gonna like blow a vein. Luckily, I have really bad veins, and the teacher couldn't even draw on me, so I only got my blood drawn on once, and yeah. So I lucked out, but some of the students that had really good veins got their blood drawn like multiple times a day. So if you have good veins, watch out. Number three is, do I ever get patients I know, and is it awkward? Yes, especially living in a smaller town, you're gonna see people you know, but if you know them like super well, don't grab them because you're looking at their history and you just don't want to know what's going on with all of their problems, especially working in an OBGYN clinic. Like, I wouldn't want people to know what's going on with me, so I would hope that people wouldn't, you know. So have another MA or nurse room them. There's like a mosquito outside and I'm looking at it and it's trying to get in. Oh my god, go away. Also, I'm in a different location because the lighting is just better, and I'm also wearing a scrub top because I was like, you know what, I'm a medical assistant, might as well wear a scrub top because it suits the video. And I straightened my hair for once. I never straighten my hair, so this video is just all different. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, it is awkward, so have someone else grab them so you don't have to deal with that. And sometimes I'll grab a patient and I just look at their first name, last initial, and I don't realize I know them until I'm grabbing them and walking them back, and I'm like, crap, I know you. That's awkward. So if you pretend like it's not awkward, they'll feel less awkward. Number four is, would it be difficult for a non-English speaker to become an MA? Definitely it will be harder for you, but I don't think it's impossible. I mean, you can be doing your homework and everything. I feel like in the language that you are like your first language. And honestly, if it comes down to like what am I saying? As long as your instructors are okay with it and they are willing to help you with everything, then I think go for it. I mean, I think it would be a great benefit to a clinic with knowing a different language, because then if a patient came in and they needed an interpreter and they spoke your language, then they wouldn't have to call an interpreter because they would have you, and so that would be a good benefit to the team, I believe. But definitely check with your school and everything, make sure I feel like every school would accept you with a different language, but I don't know. Number five is it a good stepping stone to be a PTA later in life? And if PTA is physical therapist assistant, that's what I think it is, and that's what I'm going with. I believe it is a good stepping stone for all jobs. However, if you are confident in being a physical therapist assistant right away, I would just go for that. I wouldn't mess around with being a medical assistant, but it's not going to hurt you, but you're spending money and time on something you probably don't need to. And then we have number 6, which is, what do I wish I knew before MA school? And that's a good question, but unfortunately I don't have a really good answer because I feel like I didn't go in blindsided. Like, I feel like I had a good idea of everything I needed to know. I wasn't completely, like, thrown under the water when I went to school. I mean, I did my research. I had classes in high school that prepared me, like medical terminology and a few other classes I can't even remember, like biology, obviously. So before you go to school, if you just, like, brush up on your medical terms and everything like that, obviously everything will be easier in school. But if you know absolutely nothing about medicine, you'll be fine. As long as your instructors are willing to work with you, like, you'll be fine. So I wouldn't worry about knowing anything before going to school. Number 7 is, what did I do right after school to prepare me, like, that got me to where I am now? And I'm guessing she means after high school. And like I said in a few other videos, I became a resident assistant at a nursing home. You could also get your CNA just to get more experience in the health field. Honestly, I wasn't working as a resident assistant because I loved it and because I enjoyed the work, but because it paid well and I was saving money and I wanted to just have that for my resume, honestly. Number 8 is, what organization am I certified through? And I will be certified through the AAMA, which I believe stands for the American Association of Medical Assisting. I took the exam a week ago, or a month ago. I did not pass. I was very close to passing, but I didn't. It was very hard, and I'm studying for it now every day. So I will pass it. It's just a matter of if I pass it on the second time or not. But I will be certified through the AAMA. Hopefully. If I don't pass within the 3rd time, I have to kind of figure something out. I believe I can take the RMA, which is the Registered Medical Assistant, but I don't really want to think about that until I have to. Number 9 is, would I recommend nursing or medical assisting? And that just comes down to how long you want to go to school for, how much money you want to spend going to school, just like everything. Like, obviously medical assisting is going to be shorter schooling, less money, but you're going to be making less. If you want to be a nurse, be a nurse. If you want to be a medical assistant, be a medical assistant. They're comparable, but they're also totally different. Like, it's not like a medical assistant is an MA because they couldn't be a nurse. Like, I chose to be an MA. It's not like I went to nursing school and I flunked out and I became an MA. I chose to be an MA. It's not because I couldn't be an RN. It's because I didn't want to be an RN. So change your mindset if you're thinking, like, I want to be a nurse, but I don't think I can, so I just have to be an MA. Like, yes, that is true in some cases, but for me, I wanted to be an MA more than I wanted to be a nurse. Maybe I'll go back to school one day and be a nurse. I don't know. We'll see. And number 10 is it better to do MA or jump right into RN? And this one kind of correlates with the last one. And that's a tricky one, because if you are set on being an RN one day, don't mess around with being an MA first. It's a waste of money and time. Just go to school and be an RN. Get on a waiting list if you have to. Work in the meantime to save up money, because nursing school is hella expensive. Whether you go to a technical school and get your associates or a university and get your bachelor's, it's expensive either way. If you're kind of wishy-washy, like, I want to be in the medical field, I don't know if RN is for me, like, I've job shadowed, I still just don't know, then go to school and be an MA, because you can always go back and you have that background knowledge. And you've only spent a couple grand depending on where you go to school, and if you work for a year, you can honestly pay that back right away. Like, I graduated with no student loans or anything, so now all the money I'm making is, like, mine. I don't have to pay it to anybody for loans, which is just amazing. Like, I'm 19 and don't have any loans except for my car loan, but whatever. So that was my first 10 questions. I have like 12 more, and I think I'm gonna make a part 2 just because I don't want this video to be overly long. So I will be posting this video hopefully today, which is October 27th. I have this like random string of hair. I wanted to wear my stethoscope for this video because I'm like, oh, that's cute, but I left it at work in my little drawer. And my foot is falling asleep. So that means it is time to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to get to 1,500 subscribers by Christmas. I think we can do it. So subscribe if you haven't already. Also share this video with a friend if you think they might enjoy it. Anyone who might be going to school for medical assisting, share it with them. Why not? And I will see you guys in part 2 of this video. Bye!
My heart is beating to your drum, and I'm blinded by the sunshine in your eyes. Not thinking twice, am I this dumb? Although I know you're all I want.